Hi, I'm C. Michael Lanning.
And I'm Nita Lanning, and this is Indie Rush for the week of August 15th, 2022.
All right, let's get into it. On Kickstarter, Ren Intergalactic Mercenary #1. Ren Intergalactic Mercenary is one of two stories that will lead to Double Helix #1. This introduces Ren, a Calicerian mercenary, with a penchant for bikes, booze, and badassery. Join her on her further ventures through the galaxy. Also on Kickstarter, the Neverland issue 1 through 2. A young boy named Percy is forced to grow up too soon when his mother falls ill in the midst of a global pandemic. Lost in desperation, he escapes to the fairy tale land of his bedtime stories. He soon discovers it's no longer the happy dreamland from his mother's past. The Forsaken Future #1, an action-packed dark future series on Kickstarter. A sci-fi series where wasteland brothers-in-arms collide with planetary forces to lie, cheat, and steal their way to a better future. On Indiegogo, Bloodwing Angel Chronicles. 120 pages of the adventures of an angel struggling to survive among demons, sinners, and living dead. Michael, an innocent angel, is a pawn in a cosmic chess match between the gods of light and darkness. Unjustly banished to the mortal realm, Michael struggles to survive among demons and living dead while becoming the guardian angel of a neighborhood filled with killers and sinners. On Kickstarter, Path of the Pale Rider issue #2. We're back with the next issue of Path of the Pale Rider, your favorite Western apocalypse. Join Jude St. Clair to see what trouble he gets into next. On Kickstarter, Snowpaw #1 and 2, 19th century Scottish female werewolf fantasy. Upon discovering her werewolf lineage, a young woman's eyes are open to the existence of supernatural beings and creatures of fantasy. On Kickstarter, Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, Volume 1 Trade, and Prequel. The first full-color volume collecting issues 1 through 4 of the fantasy drama about a half-unicorn princess exiled into the mortal world. Egoraven is intended for mature readers. Coming soon to Kickstarter, Rabbit's Badass Song #3. The Rabbit's quest continues in this gory, foul-mouthed southern tale of brutal revenge and fried chicken. Also at Kickstarter, Mr. Guy, Zombie Hunter, #1 and 2, a fantasy zombie comedy comic. This half-goblin, half-fool must save the world from zombies if he wants to save himself. To be honest, he is less than thrilled about it. Also at Kickstarter, The Misadventurers 1 through 4, an all-ages fantasy comic full series. In this series, a pair of misfits, banished from home, have to team up to beat bizarre villains like demonic divas, abominable snow babies, and rockstar trees, all while escaping bad puns and getting back in time for dinner. Vampire Bloodlines Project 5 on Kickstarter. The events of Victoria's attack on Bianca in the press conference are over, and everyone is heading for home, but not everyone will be making it home safely or alive. In this issue, we see the origin story of Bianca Bordeaux and other pieces that fall into place for the story. On Kickstarter, Slaughterville graphic novel book 2, The Slasher. Tragedy has struck, and now it's up to the citizens to set things right. How will they overcome their loss while also trying to keep ahead of the dark forces in the town? Who will be the slasher's next victim? New allies arrive. Find clues to the mysterious power behind the town. Avoid the gleaming axe of the slasher. On Indiegogo, Projectile Reptile. With this campaign, we bring you infamous gunslinger Desmond Gibbons, better known across the Wild West as the Cactus Kid. He comes to the sleepy town of Clarkson, not knowing the trouble he'd run into there, from the sheriff to the evil druid to the transformation into the hulking, four-armed projectile reptile. Join him on his journey of gunslinging, druidic magic, superheroes, and artifacts. Are you ready for the truly Wild West? Designated Issue 1 on Kickstarter. The story of two warring alien races, the peace-loving Forlans and the warlike Geronians, in a desperate last-ditch attempt to hide a newly discovered power source that could change the tide of their centuries-old war. King Tesson, leader of the Forlans, sends his finest warriors across the galaxy to protect and hide the star fragments, so that no one, not even the leader of the Geronians, King Brigand, could ever use them. Also on Kickstarter, Beowulf's numbers 1 through 4. Adventure that spans centuries. The Dragon Slayer from myth, reincarnated as a 30-something-old slacker. His sidekicks are a magic cat and a 13-year-old girl. Roadkill Rampage number 3, The Road Trip from Hell on Kickstarter. Tess awakens to find herself in a cabin where a group of people is being held in cages, but with no recollection of how she got there. She soon finds out that the big guy she keeps encountering has something to do with all the strange happenings in the forest, and that this hasn't been just a simple case of revenge. And that's it.
Alrighty, and we are out.